Welcome back to Las Vegas Sunset Station Strike Zone, where we have about a minute remaining in practice before the semifinals of the Masters here at the PABCON Championships. It will be one game elimination. One seed against the 4, 2 against the 3. On our women's side, Shannon Pluhowski will be taking on Clara Guerrero, and Josie Ernest will be taking on Liz Johnson. For the men, George Lambert versus Tommy Jones, and Frankie Colon against Bill O'Neill. And we'll do our best to keep you up to speed on all 4 matches. All 4 will be going simultaneously. Practice is now over. We urge everyone to share on social media, Twitter, Facebook, etc. That the finals of the Massacres are about to begin. Right now, Lucas doing the public address announcing. I hear a big cheer when Puerto Rico's Frankie Colon is introduced. Puerto Rico has brought a big cheering section. So I don't know if you could hear Lucas there, but the winners advance on to go for the gold. The losers will share in the bronze. And so here we go now. We'll see Bill O'Neill's first shot. It's a strike. Liz Johnson rings a 10-pin and runs down the spare. Shannon Pluhowski quickly struck off camera.
Gotcha. So these matches are just one game to determine the winner who's going to go on to bowl for the gold medal here in this Masters competition. All 4 semifinals happening at the same time. On the women's side, the U.S. is guaranteed a spot in the gold medal match with Josie Ernest bowling Liz Johnson. On the men's side, Tommy Jones and Bill O'Neill are in separate matches. All the pins that were carried forward from before are now gone. And this is simply a one-game pinfall match.
Frankie struck his first shot.
Frankie starts with a double. Bill also started with a strike. Clara with a spare to kick things off against Shannon Pluhowski. George Lambert, first frame, leaves a 2-8, almost a 2-8-10.
Josie and then quickly over to O'Neill. 4-pin for Josie and the same for Bill.
So Bill now trails by 10 against Frankie Colon. Lambert trying to clean up the 2-8 here, and he does in the first frame.
O'Neill runs down his 4-pin, and Josie does the same.
Lambert on the left lane. Again, remember the left lane is oiled with the long pattern, the London, and the right lane oiled with the short pattern, which is Stockholm. Liz Johnson. No strikes yet in this one between Johnson and Ernest. Liz rings a 10, so still even in the second frame. Bill O'Neill has left back-to-back single pins against Frankie Colon. And although we're in the United States, Frankie Colon has the biggest cheering section for sure, as Puchowski rings a 7. You can tell Tommy Jones did not like that one off his hand. Going to get loud in here. Frankie throws a couple of more strikes. Shannon Puchowski shooting her 7-pin first, though. Liz Johnson, third frame. All even with Josie Ernest. Solid shot, rings 10. Here's Frankie. He's going to ride that momentum of the Puerto Rican fans.
And you can tell when he strikes because the stage the camera is on shakes.
Frankie going for the front 4 to take a big lead on Bill early on. Through the face, 4-6. And a 7 as well, it looks like. Third frame for Clara. She trails by 1 against Puchowski. Tommy Jones is not looking comfortable early on here against George Lambert. Tommy Jones shooting his spare. He makes it, no problem, off camera. Bill O'Neill, strike as Jason looking at the chat.
Yeah, I need to just turn this thing off. People unfortunately can't behave themselves.
George Lambert, third frame, leading by 4, a chance to make it 14, and he does. Puchowski with a double. She still leads by 1. Bill O'Neill with a big nasty split down there. 3-6, 7-10. So George is going to go first. George, 3 in a row. And Bill opened. Liz with a double. She leads by 12. Frankie Colon up by 20. On Bill O'Neill. Shannon Plahowski with her 3rd consecutive strike to take an 11-pin lead. Frankie comes up light, leaves the 2-pin. Josie can strike here to pull to within 2 of Liz. Looks good. Wow, Tommy Jones looks absolutely lost here. And he's down by 25 already.
Bad time to have a matchup problem. Only 1 game, no margin for error.
Josie to take the lead. 10-pin. Oh, the pin fell off the back of the deck before it could get to it. Tommy Jones up. Made his spare. Clara going to make her spare. And Frankie Colon working on the thumb hole on one of his bowling balls. Frankie's ready to go. He's up by 20 on Bill O'Neill at the halfway point of the game. Messenger does not take out the 10. That was real close. Thought for a second that Messenger was going to get it. Now Frankie leads by 19 with the spare. Liz leads by 13. She can go up 23 with a strike. First Clara. Now Liz got that one wide, left the 2-pin. So it's back to a 12-pin lead. Actually, my bad. Liz only leads by 2 after a recount. Forgot Josie threw that double. 5th. Bill O'Neill goes high on that one, leaves a 4. Tommy Jones has not struck yet through 5 frames. Liz strikes in the 7th. Shannon Plahowski's up by 11 on Clara. They have completed 6 frames.
George can really put himself on the driver's seat with a strike here.
He's working on 3 in a row. 5th frame. That one looked a little right. Almost got lucky and got the strike out of it, but left the 8. So Tommy Jones will breathe a little sigh of relief. He's still down 25. Josie, 7th frame. Got it. Bill O'Neill with a much-needed strike in the 7th. He's still down 19 with 3.5 frames to go. Puchowski just left a 7-pin. Josie with the double to take the lead, up by 8. Puchowski trying to cover up the 7, and does. Lambert still leads by 25 at the halfway point of this game. That one's way right. Oh, he's lucky that the 10 went. Liz Johnson. 8th frame to get the lead back. It's going to come up light and carry. Frankie Colon, if he strikes on this shot, the Puerto Ricans are going to go crazy. He's up by 19, a chance to go up even more. Leaves the bucket. Could have gone up 29 had he struck there. Instead, Bill O'Neill's going to have a chance to cut into it. Clara looking for a double, and she got one. And that one is all tied up after 7 frames. Liz with a weak 10.
Frankie got the spare off camera. Now, we haven't seen Tommy have a situation like this all day.
He has not been able to strike yet through 5 frames. And he desperately needs to get started. And there's the one right there. He's down 24. Big shot here for Bill O'Neill.
Yeah, Bill and Clara going at the same time. Clara a little bit
both
first. Both strike.
Yeah, that's a double for Bill, and he actually gets to within 9 pins now with that strike. And a chance to take the lead on his next shot. Josie leaves the 10, and this one's so close. Josie down by 2 if she makes the spare heading into the 10.
We got some barn burners going on here.
They're all
Just be
pretty close.
Quick with your math today, Lucas.
Yep, we're good so far, I hope. Clara's got the lead on Shannon after that last strike by 10. Josie's going to go next and shoot her spare. No problem. Looks like Shannon's going to go. 8th frame. Great shot. Clara and Shannon are tied going into the 9th frame. Tommy Jones at that double cuts it to 14.
Josie's going to go just before Bill again.
Josie, first one in the 10th. Bill threw it terrible and leaves the 3-6. Not happy.
No, he was upset as soon as that left his hand. Over to Puchowski.
Puchowski, 9th frame, trying to take the lead. Got it. She's up 10. George Lambert, 7th frame. Whoa,
Ooh,
wow. What a
fortunate
huge break.
Fortunate break. Just as Tommy's starting to get lined up again, that could have been a big opening.
Lucky to leave the 4. Bill trying to make his spare to hang in there, and he does. Josie could have forced Liz to double there. Liz just has to match whatever Josie does in the 10th to win by a couple pins. Big shot here for Clara. She strikes here, it's all even. Heading into the 10th. through the face, leaves the 3-9.
And Frankie just struck.
It was just just on a spare, so. But he's going to have a chance to shut out Bill and get the win here in the 10th.
Frankie's in the driver's seat.
He needs to fill 20 in the 10th to shut out Bill by a pin. George Lambert with a strike in the 8th. Liz Johnson needs 9 spare strike to win by 1. Oh, look at the messenger slap the 10-pin silly. Liz just needs 9 pins on 2 balls. Frankie for the knockout punch. The 2-pin stays up. Again, he needs to fill 20 to shut out Bill by 1. Clara misses the spare. And now Pluhowski in the driver's seat heading into the 10th. Liz Johnson needs 9 pins on 2 balls to win the match against Josie Ernest. That's it. Liz wins. Josie Ernest will take a bronze medal. Frankie Colon made his spare. If he strikes here, he shoots 204. The best that Bill O'Neill can shoot is 203. Tommy Jones, big shot coming up here. He's working on a double. A chance to get to within 3 with a strike right here. No, not meant to be. 258. Frankie needs a strike for the shutout. Got it! And Puerto Rico's in the gold medal match. What a win for Puerto Rico. As Frankie Colon takes down Bill O'Neill in this semifinal. Tommy makes a spare. He's down 16 with 2 frames to go against George Lambert. So congratulations to Frankie Colon and Liz Johnson. They are both in the Masters gold medal matches so far. Clara's got a fill ball coming up here. She can strike for 214. I don't even believe that Shannon will need a mark in the 10th to win.
Bill O'Neill giving Frankie Colon a hug.
Tommy Jones in a must-strike situation here in the 9th, down 16. Wow. He didn't like that one at all. He's still got a chance, although it is slim. Shannon Pluhowski is in. So it'll be Pluhowski versus Johnson for the women's gold medal match. Now, will the Americans have a representative in the men's gold medal match? To be determined. George Lambert's up by 16. Really just needs to avoid disaster here. He can go up 26 going into the 10th if he strikes right here. That's way right. Is it going to come back? It does, and it mixes him up. And I don't think George liked it very much, but it goes down, and he is one step closer to being in the gold medal match, setting up Canada versus Puerto Rico for the gold. Shannon Pluhowski closed things out, 234 to 213 over Clara Guerrero. Liz Johnson 216, Josie Ernest 214.
Take a replay look at that last shot by George.
It was way right. See, it almost is in the gutter, playing like that 2-board. And it came up real light and mixed him up for the strike. And he's looking to put it away right here. Comes up light, leaves the 2, and that's going to be good enough. He's just going to need to make it. He just needed to avoid any sort of disaster frame there. Could have 210'd on that pretty easy. Covers it up. So George needs 6 pins on this shot for the shutout. And then we'll get started with the gold medal match. .226 for George Lambert. Tommy Jones can only shoot .221, so George Lambert is in the gold medal match against Frankie Colon. Here's Tommy just closing things out here. And Tommy just never really got it going this game. Tommy takes the spare. Just to recap the other matches, Shannon Plahowski 234, Clara Guerrero 213, Liz Johnson 216, Josie Ernest 214. So Plahowski versus Johnson in the final on the women's side. Frankie Colon of Puerto Rico beat Bill O'Neill 204-202. And George Lambert of Canada defeats Tommy Jones 226 to 197. Setting up a Lambert versus Colon gold medal match in the men's division. So there'll be just a couple of minutes here before they get started with the practice for the finals. They'll have 10 minutes of practice for the gold medal match. So hang around and we will be back with you at the start of the gold medal matches.
Lucas has just done the formal announcements here in the center, and now we are ready to go with the finals of the Masters portion of the PABCON Championships. We are live in Sunset Station Strike Zone, Las Vegas. I'm Jason Overstreet. Lucas will be back up to our broadcast position momentarily for this exciting final. Francisco Colon from Puerto Rico versus George Lambert of Canada in our men's final. And over on the women's side, an all-team USA battle between Liz Johnson and Shannon Pluhowski. Liz gets started with a 10-pin. And here comes Colon.
Good start for Frankie. It's going to go quick, only a one-game match to determine the gold medal winners. Liz with the spare in the first frame. It's going to cap off a great week for Team USA women.
First frame for Lambert.
George matches the strike put on the board by Frankie.
The Canadians saying we can cheer too.
George trying to take an early lead here. Great shot. Very nicely done by George Lambert as he tosses a double to start things off.
All four of these players have been so good all week. There's certainly nothing fluky about those going for the gold here today.
Frankie matches. They both have started with a double now. Finally a strike in the women's match. Frankie on the long pattern. Oh, look at the 10 get chopped straight back.
Liz and George both going at the same time.
Liz shooting a spare. George trying to stay perfect here. 3 for 3. Both players have not missed in the men's gold medal match. Liz snaps the 10 out for a strike in the third. She trails by 1. It is a one-game match for those of you just tuning in for the gold medal in the Masters competition. Lambert looking to go 4 for 4. Got it. Who is going to be first to blink in this men's match? Shannon comes up light, leaves a 6-pin, so she still leads by 1 with the spare. Last game of this year's PABCON Championships. Frankie Colon trying to stay perfect. Pulled it. Oh, wow. Didn't look that bad, but he leaves a split. A 6-7-10. Oh, sorry, a 4-7-10. Shannon makes the spare. I can take a look at the scoreboard after this shot by Frankie. Misses it just barely. Look at the scoreboard. It's Frankie Colon on the left, George Lambert on the right. You can see that George hasn't missed. And Frankie just had the open. Shannon Pluhowski gets that one left and still manages to mix them up for the strike.
There's our women's scoreboard.
Pretty close. Liz has a chance to strike for a double and take the lead. It would be the first double of the match. Here's Frankie. 5th frame. Back on track with a strike. Liz Johnson trying to take the lead. Got it. She is now up by 9. George Lambert trying to go front 5 here in this gold medal match. Wow, what a great shot by George. He has now opened up a 37-pin lead on Frankie Colon. Liz Johnson shooting a 10-pin. She leads by 8 at the halfway point. Big story here so far, George Lambert from Canada, front 5. Wow. Whoa. He is bowling as good as I've seen him bowl all week right now. Front 6.
What a time to get into a zone. Wow.
Now you'll remember, in the trios event, George shot 300 on the mixed lane conditions.
Exactly the same situation.
Shannon Pluhowski for a double to take the lead. Mixes them up. Not the same energy in the women's match as there is in the men's match, since it's an all-USA affair, but Pluhowski takes a 2-pin lead. Frankie Colon trying to hang in there. Oh, wow, 210, and he is in a world of hurt right now. That right lane has gotten him twice now. He went high, pulled it high in the 4th, overcorrected, and went light in the 6th. Open frame. 2 opens this game. I think Frankie can sense he's in trouble. Pluhowski to take a 12-pin lead. She's loving that light hit right now.
Lambert's just not allowing any room to breathe.
And Frankie, at this point, has to go off the sheet to have any chance. He's got to strike every shot. Oh, almost another split. Lucky to leave just a 6. It's going to be George Lambert's title to lose at this point. It's amazing how fast it goes. Liz Johnson. Strike for Liz in the 6th. 12-pin lead still intact for Shannon Plahowski.
Scoreboard on the men's side. Lambert score on the right, Cologne on the left.
Liz looking for a double to get within 2. Got it. Liz isn't going away. George Lambert, front 6. Can he keep the momentum on his side? Looks good. Goes a little high, but carries. Front 7. Shannon Plahowski trying to extend her lead. Another great strike from Plahowski, 4 in a row. Plahowski back up by 12 with 3 frames to go. George Lambert, Team Canada, front 7 here in the gold medal match of the Masters. This is the left lane. It's the long pattern. This is the lane he will finish the match on. Oh, the light mixer carries for the front 8. George Lambert cannot be stopped. Plahowski with another strike, her 5th consecutive strike. So Plahowski's up 22. Frankie Cologne is virtually done. He's going to have the silver for Puerto Rico, so a great performance here this week by Frankie Cologne. He gets the bronze in the all events and the silver in the Masters. Liz Johnson up, trying to strike here in the 8th.
George Lambert just in a zone and unstoppable here in the gold medal match for Canada.
That strike for Liz gets it back to 12 with 2 frames to go. She's down 12. Wow, Liz just left a 6-pin. And that'll give Shannon Plahowski a door to walk through in the 9th and the 10th to win the title. Majestic asking if anyone has ever, in PABCON, had a 300 in the finals. I don't know the answer to that, but I know it has happened at the World Championships because B-Boy Rivera of the Philippines did it in Korea in 2006 and won a piano, of all things.
Well,
not sure how he got the piano from Korea to the Philippines, but
that's an interesting trivia question.
But he did that to win the Masters gold medal in Korea, 2006. Shannon Plahowski, ring 7, I should say, in the 9th. She still leads by 12 with the spare going into the 10th. And don't forget, at last year's World Championship, Shannon Plahowski bowled a 300 and a 299 in a best-of-5 Masters gold medal match. So we have seen 300 games in gold medal matches before in the Masters. Here's George Lambert, front 8 on the short, trying to get the 9. Got it! That was absolutely perfect. Wow. He's got the gold medal. All that's left is the cherry on top. Trying to get a perfect game. Absolutely great to watch. Looks like Puhalski's going to wait and let George go. She sees the situation. She knows what's going on down there. Well, she's picked up her ball. She may go now that George is taking a little extra time. Well, I think she's going to wait. So here's George Lambert. Front 9. He got another one. He's 2 away. Shannon Puhalski up on the approach. Trying to lock up a Masters gold for her. She's up 12 going into the 10th. Oh, 6 pin. So Shannon Puhalski's max score 228. Liz Johnson can strike out for 237. Sorry, 38 for Shannon. Shannon needs spare strike. Again, Puhalski needs spare strike to shut out Liz by 1, but George Lambert's already won the gold. Can he get a 300 too? He's got the front 10. Oh, he's got 11, and we're 1 away. Shannon Puhalski made the spare. George Lambert is on the cusp of perfection here. It's the gold medal match of the Masters competition here at the PABCON Championships, and Canada's George Lambert has not missed. He has thrown 11 consecutive strikes. He's going to win the gold medal. Can he do it and be perfect at the same time? We find out now. He's got it! 300! George Lambert! And Canada takes the gold! Unbelievable performance here by George Lambert in the gold medal match. He shoots 300 to win. How about that? Wow. What a game by George Lambert.
Unbelievable.
Okay, Shannon Puhalski, here's the situation. A strike to shut out Liz Johnson by 1 and win the gold. Did it. Shannon Puhalski, she wins the gold medal for Team USA. 238 for Shannon Puhalski. Liz Johnson can only strike out for 237. So congratulations to Shannon Puhalski and to George Lambert on winning the gold medals.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that your time watching Bull TV today was well spent. It doesn't get any better than this.
What an amazing finish to this year's PABCON Championships, and you watched it right here live on Bull TV. Fantastic. It doesn't get much better than that.
Great finish for Frankie Colon, Puerto Rico, George Lambert, and of course Liz Johnson and Shannon Puhalski. Congratulations to all of our medalists. What a pleasure it was to watch.
Again, the next event we're going to stream is the USBC Senior Queens. It's the next tournament we've got on our schedule, bowl.com/livestream if you want to watch our future events. Coming up on Wednesday, we'll have another edition of Bowl TV Live right here on Bowl TV. We'll take your bowling questions for our USBC coaching staff. That'll be at 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. But congratulations to George Lambert, a 300 in the gold medal match to win the Masters title on the men's side.
A dream come true. I mean, that's like every kid who bowls can only imagine that one day you might be bowling for your country to win a gold medal and roll a perfect 300 game.
And congratulations to Shannon Plahowski as well for winning the women's.
Can't be lost in this. Shannon continues her amazing international run. Shannon Plahowski wins the Masters here at the PABCON after taking home all those golds at World Championships. So much going on. Just takes your breath away.
Well, Jason, I'm going to step out and get some work done here. But congratulations to Plahowski and Lambert. What a great finish. It's been a real pleasure to bring you guys the coverage here on Bold TV. Thank you so much for joining us all week long, and we'll see you next time.